Every day, there is a battle between life and death. The living fight to stay alive, and the dead fight to be heard. But what if we had the opportunity to investigate the site where most of this battle will take place? An operating funeral home. A funeral home sits in the front lines of this battle, where the dead try to understand what changes are occurring to them, and the living grieve and mourn over their losses. Will this confusion create more evidence of an afterlife? Tonight, we get to test this idea and maybe finally discover another piece to the paranormal puzzle. It said, I did.
It just gave me the chills.
Yeah.
It just gave me the chills.
I did. Let's listen
Holy
to it again.
shit.
Okay, so right now, we're with the funeral director. Of course, we're going to keep everything anonymous here for privacy reasons. But first off, thanks for letting us come out here.
You're very welcome.
I'm super excited, but I'm very anxious too. Something about investigating an active funeral home is really unnerving to me.
Sure.
But you live in it. How do you do that?
It just becomes a part of life.
Yeah.
And we don't. It's not the dead that we worry about. It's the living.
Right. It's strange to me that people can almost normalize this.
Yes.
You know, even me, I feel super anxious and unnerved here, but I know eventually I will become, washed out to those emotions.
And my children they've been raised in it. So they would write in when we were getting ready for services, we'd bring a casket in, they would write on top of the casket,
Yeah. And you were saying before we cut the cameras on that you noticed the activity really heightened right when a funeral's about to happen and done.
A couple days.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us a story about the music that you heard playing.
So I actually heard it through my brother's cell phone, but it was about 1:30 in the morning, and I had got a call from my brother, and he was all whispering, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he says, "Yes, but I'm really freaked out. Listen to this." And he put his phone up to the front door outside. He hadn't even opened the door yet, and I couldn't really hear what exactly it was, but I could hear that it was music, and it was really loud coming from inside. And I told him, just keep me on the phone and go inside. And so he was like, okay. So he went inside, and we always keep the music here at a background level.
Right.
And it's a knob that you have to turn. This music was so loud that the speakers were distorted, and he had to, go into the music room, turn the music down and off and everything. But we found it interesting that it was Frank Sinatra, I Did It My Way.
Wow. Yeah, that is interesting, and it takes some physical. It requires a strong physical presence in order to turn the knob.
To do that, yes, absolutely. Wow. Air conditioners have been down on a few occasions, not too many, but the music, that has happened on numerous occasions.
Yeah, wow. Are there any bodies here at the moment?
Yes, there is one.
Okay, that's crazy. So the chances of us maybe seeing that person, maybe, or the activity here could be caused by that person.
The activity from that person is a high probability.
Wow. Okay, well, again, thanks for letting us come out, and I'm super anxious, but I'm ready. And I think that just being in a location where, these people are confused, their energy's confused, they don't know what's going on.
Well, I think a lot of it not only is confusion, but I think in some cases it may also just be a comforting moment for them to know that their family is okay.
Right.
And because funerals aren't for the dead. They're for the living.
Yeah.
And so they're here to see their farewell. And the ones that were confused, once they see that farewell, then
some closure for them.
That is closure for them as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get tonight started, and we'll see where it takes us.
That sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, folks. So right now I'm here with Chris Davila from West Houston Paranormal Society.
What's up?
He came out tonight to join me on this investigation. I'm super creeped out. Not sure exactly what to expect.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, you said you actually used to work in a funeral.
I did. I worked at one since 2005. I worked at one just for paranormal experiences, but I didn't have any ever. So,
Wow, really?
Yeah, so hopefully I have some tonight.
And you said that we both, when she was giving us a tour before we got on camera, we both walked into the room where the casket where she preps the body.
Yes.
I felt weird, like a weird feeling of like I was in the ocean for a second.
Yes.
And you said you felt something too.
Yeah, so you said you felt yours when you first walked in. I felt mine as I got closer to what they call the rental casket. And as I walked closer and I looked in it, I felt sort of an imbalance, kind of like an inner ear problem for maybe a good 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's about as long as mine.
Yeah, so.
We'll definitely set something up in there.
And you said you saw a shadow in the chapel as we were setting up, right?
Right. Let's go over there.
Okay.
That way they can see what we're talking about.
All right.
But yeah, I saw some movement in like the reflection of the window.
Yeah.
But this is the room right here. I got the chills, look. I don't know why. See? They're light, but they're there. Right there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This is the room that gives me the weirdest feeling.
See, I felt mine when I came over here to look at this rental casket they have, and I was standing over here, and I just felt kind of like a pressure, also kind of like imbalance. So.
I mean, this is literally the makeup that they use to prep the bodies in here.
And this casket right here is a rental, so there have been multiple bodies in this casket. Multiple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof, that's so creepy. Okay, I don't even know how to explain it. And then the body being here in the back. So real quick, so I was standing over here, and over there, I'll zoom in on my camera. You can see the reflection of the window, and I actually saw some movement coming like this way in the reflection, but there was nobody over there. We tested it out.
And I was right here where I'm standing now.
Right.
Right here. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we might have some communication or something.
I think we're gonna have something going on tonight. It's gonna be on point for sure.
Cool. All right, let's get started.
All right.
Okay, so right now this camera is going to be watching this DVR footage. So basically, this is just some extra eyes. So why not utilize their own security system for our benefit? So let's do it. All right, so right now, me, Chris, I'm just gonna walk through, get a feel for the place. These lights are on because we have a live stream going on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna cut this lamp off over here. Right now, we're just trying to get a feel for it. You know, see if we pick anything up, see if we feel anything. Isn't it weird, man, that like one day people are gonna be in a room like this for us talking about memories that they have with us and stuff? It's weird.
When I go, I don't want to be in one of these places. I want to be like at a party somewhere.
Right? Just like set up in a corner.
I want people to wear Hawaiian clothes and drink.
Yeah. That's the way to do it, man.
See, this door over here, right here where I'm pointing, this is where you saw that shadow right there.
Yeah, right there where I saw that movement go through that. It's really strange. If you can hear my voice and you can see me, you can see Chris and hear Chris, we're here to talk to you. I know that this possibly could be like a confusing time for you and you're probably trying to figure out what's going on and what happened. Don't be afraid. I guess it's just part of the circle of life, you know? I know this is new to you. You don't understand what's going on, most likely. But try to harness the energy to do so. But try. I'm gonna walk to that room where we felt that weird feeling earlier.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so right now these lights are on because, like I said, we are doing a live stream for our Patreons only on YouTube. Oh, I didn't pull it up correctly. There we go. Alright, so this room earlier today, me and Chris felt really strange in it.
Especially over here by the rented coffin.
So you were saying that these coffins, they have seen multiple bodies in them.
Yeah, so this one right here, that's what she said. She was saying this one right here is a rented coffin. So There have been multiple. This one over here is new. They don't have one person in it, but this one over here has had multiple people in it, and will continue to do so.
Did I feel something in here? Did I feel you? Were you kind of checking out where you were going to be laying and being prepped for your funeral?
Is there someone still laying in this coffin over here, the wooden one in the back?
Earlier when we were walking around just doing the walkthrough, you know, I was getting the chills over and over again.
You were.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
weird. It's like something was checking us out. Like, what are y'all doing here?
It feels kind of warm to me now, though.
Yeah, like it less unnerving, less uneasy.
Yeah, it's a whole different feeling now.
Yeah. Are you still here? Are you with your body in the back?
So the door to the coffin is open. If that bothers you, feel free to close it. You know what we could do? We could also maybe like a REM pod or something in that coffin.
Yeah, like the EDI meter?
Yeah, something to go off. Okay. All right, both thought we felt you in here earlier. So, if that was you, make your presence known.
And keep in mind, this shirt is actually going to be worn by the person that's back there in the freezer.
Correct.
So that there's probably some energy tied to this. This is the only thing that person has from their
Exactly.
home, basically.
She's worn that probably before, so she has her energy on that.
That's weird.
I know.
It's the only thing she has to grasp to. Maybe that's why we got the weird feeling when we walked in this area.
Maybe.
Because of that shirt.
Yeah. Because that was before we saw the. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Whoa. That's crazy. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, that is pretty heavy.
Shells, we got all of this equipment that they would use in embalming bodies.
It said I did.
That just gave me the chills.
Yeah.
It just gave me the
it said
chills.
I did.